with your friends, with your partner, with your children. That's why we are learning about the principles or attitudes of mindfulness. So every time we are practicing those principles, it means that we are practicing mindfulness, and we are giving our mental health a boost, and we are being aware of not only of our physical health, but also about our mental health. And today we're finishing learning about the principles, and we are have one principle left. This is a principle of kindness, and for some masters, for some teachers of mindful practice, some teachers believe that this is actually the most important principle, and the principle from which everything starts, from which it's like a basement for all other principles and attitudes. So in our practice here, we are talking about mindfulness. So mindfulness is kind of a full, we practice, we try for our mind to be full. And in this context, the practice of kindness, there is a notion that is saying that we also can practice heartfulness. So it means that from the word itself, so we kind of practice, we try to grow our heart through practicing kindness, and we try to expand our heart, our ability to be kind to everything around, to ourselves, to our experience, to our practice, no matter what experience, what practice, what relationship with ourselves, with others we are going through. So, kindness becomes kind of a religion. So meaning that it's forming a base of everything for us. And in our mindful practice, we say that what we practice grows stronger. So we always keep this focus on what we practice grows stronger. So we're not trying to fight anything we don't want to practice. We don't want to reject anything or judge, or we don't want to strive to get rid of some things we don't like. We want to focus on what we want to grow stronger. So if we want to go stronger, our awareness, our focus, our kindness, our mental strength, we just want to practice it. And through practicing, we are growing this seed. We are growing it to the big and strong and nice tree with the roots growing stronger, and that's how we are also practicing kindness and heartfulness. So just remember to be kind to your experience. And today, with our stretching routine, when we are going deep in our body, when we are ground ourselves, just try to notice your heart. Just try to, when you go through the practice, just try to imagine it growing, expanding. Just try to, through this growing heart and expanding heart, grow your kindness toward yourself, toward your environment, toward everything you are going through. So this was my kind of message for today and for the week. That's with this last attitude and principle, we are closing some of the theoretical thing about our principles of mindfulness. And later in our program, we're going to be practicing them more and more and learning about them through practice even more. So let's start our exercise routine, our actual practice. So we're going to be starting from some stretching. So we want to move our body, and let's start from giving it's like a sun salutation. So we just like welcoming the day and welcoming the sun. So you want to take a nice deep breath, and with the deep breath, you just want to open and lift your arms, like you are welcoming the sun, welcoming the day. And when you are exhaling, just bringing the hands down. And let's do 3 or 5 such deep breaths in and exhaling out. Okay, let's start. So you take deep, nice breath in and exhaling out. And last one, in and out. And right now, let's move our head a little bit. So you can put your arms here, or you can keep it on the side. And let's move our head from one side to another. Try to do it gently. And to the right and to the left. And then we are moving our chin to the chest and eye to the sky. Chin to the chest and eye to the sky. And as we are doing this, try to be focused on the part you're stretching. And 2 more. Chin to the chest and eye to the sky. And now we are moving to the round movement of our head. We start from, and let's do not the full movement, but a half circle. So we'll do at the back, the half circle, and from the left to the right. From the right to the left, and left to the right. And we do 2 more. And we are moving to the front circle, doing the front circle from the left to the right, and from the right to the left. And 2 more. And from the right to the left. Okay. We worked with our neck and gave the neck, supplied it with the blood flow, and our head should be more clear right now. So we're now moving to our shoulders, and we just want to do a round movement with our shoulders to the back, like opening your chest. Do not try to move your shoulders too much to your ears. Just move them round and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll do in the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we worked with our shoulders, and now we want to work more with our chest. So we are opening our chest and closing it. Opening and closing. So with opening your chest, you want to drive your shoulder blades together, and closing you round your back. Open and close. And feel how nice your chest is stretching. Opening and closing. Opening and closing. Opening and closing. We do 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now another movement is, I want you to put your arms up, and you want to hold your left arm with your right arm and kind of pull it to the side. So you're pulling your right arm with your left arm with your right arm, and you pull it to the side, and try to keep your body aligned, so not move it like this. You are just pulling gently your one arm. And let's do it with another arm. So you want to feel the stretch in your back. And another one with your right arm. Let's do 3 more on each side. 1, 2, and 3. Now we are moving our arms on the level of our chest, and do the same thing. Pull your arm, your left arm with your right arm, and your right arm with your left arm. And we'll do 3 more. 1. Do not drive shoulders up. Just work with your arms, pulling it to one side and another side. And the last one. Okay, now you can shake your arms, shake your body a little bit. And we are gonna be moving to our lower back. And here we just want to do this round movement with our, so your legs is staying straight, the width on your shoulder width, and you just make the circle to the right and to the left. So it's like an H shape, right and left, right and left, right and left. And with this movement, our lower body is moving, and getting all its blood flow. So let's do 3 more to one side and another side. 2, 3. And now we are doing just this circle movement, drawing the full circle. To the right. Let's do 3 more to the right and to the left. Let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. And now I want us to, we are moving to our lower, our feet. And our feet, they are the most important, one of the most important parts for us, because it's where we are touching the ground, where we are grounding. So we as a human being, we are walking on our feet. Our feet, they're very important because it's how we are, they are holding us, they are supporting us, and it's how we can ground ourselves. Just imagining that through our feet we are growing our roots through the earth, and we just imagining this, we can ground ourselves and feel more connected. Because most of the time we are in our head, especially with this digital environment, with working in offices, with thinking a lot, analytically thinking, not involving too much of the feelings. So most of the time we are in our head, and we can move through the day not noticing our body a lot. And our body is what supports us through the day. And our feet, they are holding us, they are supporting us, they are keeping us in the straight position. And sometimes when you feel nervous or agitated, or you feel unstable, you just want to move your attention, your awareness from your head to the rest of your body, noticing your body, and actually moving your awareness to your feet, and try to be connected, grounded through your feet with the surface where you are standing. So in order to practice this, sometimes the stability exercises, the one that we are practicing with just one leg, they teach our mind, and it's a good practice for our mind to realize how unstable we can feel, and how our feet, with connection to our mind, can bring this stability to our life and hold us together. So when we are shaking, we can bring this balance. And let's practice. The most simple exercise is when you are lifting one leg up, and you try to put all your awareness in your left leg and keep this balance without touching any surface. If it's too hard for you, you can support yourself with like touching something, supporting yourself with touching some table or chair, but try to keep this balance without any other support, and just become aware how now when you are keeping this balance, your mind and your body becomes more connected, and you feel your whole body. Because we're so used to walk on our feet, and we rarely noticing it. And remember, when you were a 1-year-old child, you couldn't walk. It was so unstable for you. It was so hard, and you were so scared that you're gonna fall. So right now we are not appreciating this as much. So when we are practicing those balancing position, we become aware how our body is working through the day, through our life, supporting our ability to work, to perform, to do all the things we wanted to do, and support our mind. And let's move to another feet. So you are putting all your awareness to your right feet, and you keep this balance. And right away you start to notice your feet, how your feet is holding your whole body. And you just keep this position for some time, practicing the balance. Okay, great. So with another movement, we want to lift keep all our body will be supported by our left leg. We are lifting our right leg, and at the same time we are twisting our torso to the right, and we are keeping this position and balance. And let's change the legs. So right now we are lifting the left leg, and we are twisting our torso. Great. So let's shake our body a little bit, shake our legs. Now, the idea is now you should feel the nice blood flow in all your body. You feel all parts of your body, not just your mind, not just your thinking process that you are noticing, but also now you feel your chest, your shoulders, your neck, your legs, and your feet. So right now let's practice some breathing exercises and some grounding exercises, and do some mental practice for our mind. So try to find yourself in a nice and comfortable position for you. You can be seated or standing, and you can close your eyes. And let's start from noticing our feet. And if you are standing, try to notice if you feel heavy or light. What the pressure, how it feels on your feet. And now try to put your awareness on a surface on where your feet connected to the ground. If you are wearing shoes, so try to feel how, and try to put your awareness on the feeling and on the feeling of how your shoes are covering your feet. So how it feels, if it feels tight or not tight good, or what's the surface of your shoes, if it's soft or too hard on your feet. And try to feel this grounding power of your feet. And from your feet, we start scanning our body, moving up through us. We are noticing our legs, the part of the body that moving us through the day, that helping us to be fast and strong and available in anywhere we want to go. Our feet is moving us through the day. So we are moving up and we are noticing our abdominal area, and we are start noticing our breath. Our breath is happening voluntarily, so we are not aware of our breath. It's just what keeps us alive, but it's always with us. We are breathing through the day. It never stops, and we are just acknowledging the power of our breath. We don't need to control it. It's happening voluntarily, and it's what keeps us alive. So it's how important it is to breathe. And every time we notice our breath, we try to breathe with we try to make full breaths through expanding our belly and making this nice and deep full breaths. And the abdominal area is where all our digestion is happening. With the good digestion, our health is in balance, we feel good, our mental focus is better. So we are acknowledging and appreciating our digestional tract system. And we are moving up with scanning our body, moving to our chest is where our heart located. And right now, today, we are practicing the heartfulness. We are trying to be kind. We are practicing kindness to everything we are experiencing. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad. We are not differentiating. We are kind to ourselves. We are kind to our environment, to our friends, to our children, to our partners, to everything we are experiencing in our life. And when we're practicing kindness, we're growing it in ourselves, we're growing our heart becomes fuller and expanding with all kindness we have toward ourselves and toward our external environment. And we are scanning our body, moving up to our neck, to our head. We are trying to relax our face muscles. We are not trying to have tension here. We want our face to be relaxed. And we just scanned all our body. We are noticed that we are our full body, our mind, and the rest of our physical body. And everything plays a great role in our daily life. It's not just our mind that are always thinking, it's the rest of our body that is keeping us alive as well. So we are noticing and acknowledging, and we are being very kind to our body here. And when we are doing these mindful practices, like trying to be in this present moment, any thoughts coming to you and every thoughts you are trying to notice, remember, just acknowledge them, and you can say, I'm thinking, and see how they are going away. And here we are practicing the idea that we understand that we are not our thoughts. The thoughts can come and go. And we know that it's very easy for our mind to catch any thoughts, any ideas, and just jump on these thoughts and be so attached to it. And we sometimes forget that we are not these thoughts or ideas. We can just let them go. They are like trains, and we can choose what train we are getting on. And most of the trains we can just skip and just see how they are moving while we are standing on this platform. So this is very important practice for our mind, to know that we are not all our thoughts. They are just coming to us and going away. And right here, let's notice our breath. We are still breathing, and it happens, like I said, voluntarily, and we are not breathing consciously. But now we are starting to be aware of this, and we are putting all our awareness into our breath. And if any thoughts are coming to you, just notice them, say that I'm thinking, and see how they are moving away. And let's just follow our breath. And imagine our heart growing and expanding. And with our heart growing, all our kindness we have is growing even more and more. And we are feeling this kindness toward ourselves and toward everything that is going on outside. Let's breathe for some time, just following our breath in and out, in and out, in and out. And if anything, any sound, any smell, anything you are noticing outside, just notice it and be aware that those sounds, those smells, they've been always there, but being more mindful, you started noticing them. And this is what the mindfulness actually means, being aware of the present moment. Being able to realize and see what is going right now around you, inside you, in this present moment. And you can always do this by grounding yourself. Start paying attention to your breath. Remember being kind to yourself and to outside environment, and start noticing this present moment. This practice can last just for a couple of minutes, but it can give you so much in a situation where you feel unstable, where you feel stressed out, where you feel agitated, where you feel not connected to everything is going on. And remember, you can ground yourself, follow your breath, practice kindness, and return yourself to this balanced position. Let's take the full breath in with lifting our arms up and exhaling. Connecting, putting our arms together and moving them down through our body, through our heart, through our center. Another breath in and exhaling, moving our arms through the center. And another breath in and out. Let's do 2 more. Breath in and out. Breath in and out. And when your arms is in together, let's try to make some heat, moving them quickly. And once we created this heat, we want to put our arms and our eyes. Feel this heat from your arms on your eyelids. And now you can release your arms and close your eyes. So I hope you were able to connect to yourself through your body and form this balanced feeling, feel grounded, and be able to be aware of your present moment, everything that were happening around you. And you also were able to practice some kindness toward yourself and towards your environment. So this was our practice for today. So we stretched, we practiced some mindful exercises, and we also talked about our last principle for our practice, which is kindness. So remember that practicing kindness through your day towards yourself, towards your outside environment, it's basically how you're practicing mindfulness in your daily life. And every time you practice the single principle of mindful practice, all other principles are embedded in this principle in your practice. So once you practice kindness, it means that you automatically practice non-judgmental, you practice acceptance, you practice patience. So by practicing a single principle of mindfulness, you are practicing all of them, and you are going through the mindful practice. So just remember this. We are not ideal, so do not think that all moments of our life should be nice, and there also our life is moving up and down, and we are just learning how to accept, how to be kind to ourselves and move through those ups and downs, like somewhere in between. But sometimes we can go as high as our ups, as low as our downs, but we know what we are doing at those moments. So thank you so much for everyone who were joining, who were practicing, and everyone who going to be seeing our videos recorded. So I wish you the kind week, kind day toward yourself, toward others. And remember, what you're practicing is going stronger. So do not try to get rid of things you don't like. Just practice everything you like, everything you value, and everything you want to bring in your life. So let's practice kindness this week. And thank you so much. And I see you next Monday with another beautiful mindfulness practice.